welcome to D&D. We're playing The Tunnels Below. I am Kai. I'm your dungeon master for this evening. I'm joined by Zook, Knave, Token, and Fig.
Gweets.
Hi.
And that was Oscar.
Orc.
In the background, yeah.
Do you want me to go now?
Sure.
Alright.
Yep, your turn.
Well, this is also Geeks Anonymous, by the way, in case you were wondering.
We're doing that thing. It says Relics of Ochrid up there. Change that.
Yeah, I'll get to that when you actually get into the game. Alright, so just a couple announcements. All the music today that you will be hearing is from Kevin McLeod's at Compotech. So it's all royalty free. If you want to listen to it, download some of your own for your own streams and whatnot. Really good music, really good composer. Go to compotech.com. All of the tokens that you will see, other than the one that's named Token.
It's me. There's only one of me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You will see some tokens on the battlefield today, and these are all from Hero Forge. You can actually download an unlimited amount of tokens for an unlimited amount of characters if you are subscribed to Hero Forge's subscription service. So that's pretty cool. Sig, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, so we won't be playing next week because I'm on forced vacation.
Forced vacation.
Forced vacation. Yeah, well, it's kind of forced. We were planning for like 3 weeks or something of where to go. And
That's fair.
Just like, let's go. There's no other choice. We go this week or we don't.
Speaking of vacations and breaks and stuff, you'll notice we didn't stream yesterday. We have decided to take about a month off from Relics of Ochrid to kind of let the creative juices replenish themselves, and we should be resuming that sometime in May. So yeah, look forward to that. We'll have some more stuff planned for that, so it'll be fun. Any other announcements before the DM continues the game?
I will announce that I'm gay.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Well, I can't top that.
I mean,
So
your
never
Discord
mind.
Alright, we
name
have
is
to be done.
Twink.
You're right.
Derogatory.
Derogatory.
Yes. Evan, did you have something to say?
No.
Okay. Take it away, DM.
Well, I was going to ask if anyone wanted to do a recap.
Oh, shit. Sure. I'll do a recap. Is this our second or third?
This is technically the second.
Right, because we were interrupted. Yes.
We were interrupted and we had to split the first one in half.
Oh, yeah.
Losing your wallet. What the fuck? Before I do the recap, I will say that last week, if you were with us last week, we had some really bad connection issues. After doing some research, I have realized that it is OBS that was actually causing that. And some like really popular YouTubers were also having some issues. Like one of Markiplier's most recent videos, he is spending half the episode cursing at OBS. So
Oh, nice.
OBS is in dire need of an update, so if it happens again, I apologize in advance. Hopefully it's okay now. I didn't see an update. Maybe there was one. I don't know. But just be prepared if it does screw up again.
Well, if you're
It looks fine so far.
To add on to that real quick, OBS is open source software, so if you are a developer and feel like you want to contribute, why don't you go ahead and maybe try to figure out what the bug is, and you can push that up yourself.
Yeah,
because
do
that's how
that.
open source software works.
I can't do that because I'm not smart enough. But yeah, so a recap last week. So we started off in a town called Neft, where we were all waiting for the train to Orsane. In the meantime, we kind of got to know each other. Well, some of us got to know each other. Some spent longer in the town than others. Like, I believe it was Knave's character. Fucking, what is your character's name again?
Mithril Ingot.
Yes, that's
Mithril.
right. No. He was a Mithril. Mithril is not ingot.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So like just missed the train, so had to spend an extra week there.
Oh
let's
yeah,
see.
I fucking hated it.
What else?
I was ready to punt a child. I almost did.
It was a
You
lot of
almost did, yeah.
the game
And then
was
I
a lot
humiliated you.
the game was a lot of introductory stuff, basically getting to know each other, establishing the characters. There was some like confrontations. I remember I forget what it's called, but Mithril is this secret organization, or I don't know, if it's secret.
He's part of the Liwi.
And for some reason,
Really?
Barrick has a real problem with that, and had an induced anxiety attack up in his room. What is Token's character's name again?
Casimir.
Casimir is is a magical prince boy.
There's a dog.
He's like fucking Robin Hood.
Oh my gosh.
He's
no.
the
Tuxedo
masked-
mask.
He has a
he's
tuxedo mask.
That's what it is. Yes.
Yep. How could I
Random-
Mix
forget
of both.
Sailor Moon?
Yep.
It was
Oh
so
my
fucking
gosh.
funny. My job here is done.
There was
In the name of the darkness, do not harm the child.
yeah.
That's not what I said.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right before we were about to get on the
But
train,
you did nothing.
I do remember a kid stealing Mithril's ticket and them having to go track that down. There was some mystical darkness and whatnot, and but eventually, I'm skipping over a little bit, but
Yeah. Trying to get it started.
we did we eventually made our way to the train. We're all relatively in the same vicinity, and I sweet talked some waitress into giving me alcohol, even though the train wasn't open yet. Also, there was lots of cheese involved, and Mithril not being able to have it.
There was
Me,
also a lack
me
of
swindling
cheese.
Mithril for 3 gold a piece of cheese, so that's pretty cool.
He took it at one point.
Yeah.
He took it at one point. He was so desperate for cheese.
Yep. I don't know what I'm missing, but that is what I can think of right now.
I think you about wrapped it up pretty good. I
Yeah.
don't think I have anything.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with most of these songs, so I'm just kind of.
Gee, just pick one and
That
go. And
color's
if
a
it's
good one.
like, if it doesn't fit the mood, who cares? We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
I can help you with DJ too, so.
You are on a
Wow.
train.
Okay.
Nuh-uh.
So everyone will notice that on the left hand of your tablets is a token.
I noticed that.
Yeah. So
But I'm right here.
Actually, I remember.
I'm-
where we
I'm
were.
only-
Hold on, if
only
you
Evan
say
has-
that one more time, I'm gonna come back there and punch
Do
you.
it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, I have to wait for you to say it one more time.
all right, Arjan was across from
Why are you so close to me?
Mithril. I remember that
Oh,
much.
we were over here.
We were up in like the front.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
then-
was Myth
where's
and
the front?
Arjan were over here, and
Yeah.
Barrick
Like the
and
window.
Casimir were over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So you
Oh.
guys can see each other.
He-
There's not a lot of privacy. There's curtains you can pull closed if you. Oh yes, Barrick has a funnel
Yeah.
cake box.
Do you
But he
want
hasn't
me
touched
to,
it yet, 'cause he
But
was
he hasn't
upset.
touched it because he's having anxiety.
Yeah.
Staring out the
You're
window.
welcome.
Do you want
You're
any
an
like
asshole.
tokens for regular people? Like,
Oh, that wouldn't hurt.
okay, how many do you want?
Just give me like 3 or 4, just in
Okay.
case.
But there's only one token.
We're multiplying token. Slams a button.
Gosh,
Now I
don't
get to
think
come
handle
back
that.
there and punch you.
There you go.
Sure, whatever.
They're all
Just
just
scatter
stacked.
them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
just
a body.
fucking
They're all
throw
just
'em.
stacked. It's a pile of bodies.
Just
Great.
start tossing them everywhere. Did you just flip that?
Apparently so.
Here, I can make them a little bit bigger too.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
We have people.
Just the kind of things I like to kill.
Let me take the lock. Snap. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool.
Stop flipping the people.
Let's play Othello.
Stop
I want to
flipping
play
the
Othello
people.
now.
But it's no different from flipping a table. It's just a person. They're a little bit more vertical than they are horizontal.
That's what makes them easier to flip, because you come at them low and then high at the same time, and then you just whack and they do a spin.
Oh my
They turn
god.
into a Beyblade.
So what happens?
Oh my
Ian?
god.
Yes, please. Tell us. I wish to know.
We meme for 7 hours.
I mean,
No,
How long have we been traveling
No.
for?
I refuse.
We stopped like right when we started.
yeah, you guys are pretty much just now going. The train is at the station for a good hour while they get people on and settled and make sure everybody has what they want, what they need. And then finally, it begins to move.
We're about to get hit by a fucking storm, so
Oh.
if shit happens, shit happens.
Are we really?
Yeah, I just looked out
Aw.
the fucking window and it's just like black.
Where did my phone go?
So
Oh, okay.
just
No.
a quick announcement.
Okay. So if Token and Evan disappear, then
Yeah. My phone is just gone. Okay, well,
Okay, so we're on the train. We've been here for at least an hour.
waiting for it to go.
Waiting for
Barrett
it to
has
go.
his box of funnel cake.
Yes, I do.
I'm probably like leaning up against the bar, just kind of laying down lengthwise on the chair.
They are very clearly designed for people to be able to sleep on them. There's a blanket and a pillow tucked under the bench.
I'm doing that.
I would say like my knees are probably up, and I've got a journal or like a notepad on it, and I am writing away.
Okay.
What?
So, after waiting for a good hour for the train to finally move, you can feel it jolt and very slowly start to pull out of the station. Myth, you get a flashback to last week, and there's a sense of relief that you are actually on the fucking train.
Well, this is
time.
actually what happens. Myth is nodding off at this point when the train starts moving. Then when he feels the jolt, he wakes up in a panic attack because he thinks he missed the train again. And then he realizes he's on it, and he completely embarrasses himself in front of Arjan. But that's not really anything new. So he just kind of like ignores it and lays back down.
Are you okay, friend?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Look, if you were in this town for as long as I was, you'd do the same thing. And,
I mean, that is pretty fair, yes.
yep, turns back around. Why?
I don't know. Just ignore me. Continue roleplaying. Nothing.
It was just slight banter. You do.
Yeah, that was it. I was done anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
Stop. Evan's coloring a candle, and I'm a child and I can't not look at it and giggle. He has just colored the candle pink.
Why?
I don't know. I saw that I could do it, and so I did it. No, why?
Jesus Christ.
Let's stop being children for 5 seconds so the
Look,
DM can
I'm
do
just-
them.
I'm
can't
not.
take
You're the
it,
one that's
right?
being a child. I'm not interrupting or anything.
Oh, you're distracting me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, DM,
This is like
please.
elementary school when they'd be like, "There's spaghetti strapping
Yeah,
the
but-
boy."
Please tell me
Emma's
what
drawn on the
happened.
Okay.
desk.
I never get
So-
to play.
I know, lovey.
You guys are ruining my immersion.
Good.
Go.
Anyway.
After the train picks up speed and you can see out the windows the sun is going down, you're passing by a lot of trees, the town is completely out of sight, thank God.
Yes.
Stewardess comes past and she knocks on one of the walls that the curtains are attached to before she peeks in, and it's like, would anyone like some dinner?
So,
dinner.
Myth, from a dead sleep, seemingly dead sleep, like you don't really know what he's doing, he's probably sleeping. It's just like, yes, please. And it's just like awake now.
I would love some dinner. Biggest of slab of meat that you can find.
And some cheese, please. I would like some cheese.
Eric will quietly ask for a pint of ale. That's all. just one pint of ale, please.
Sustains off of ale.
Funnel cake.
And funnel cake.
Yeah.
Look, there was no
Cheese,
funnel
funnel
cake in
cake.
that bar for the whole week.
Look, he had the best spot for 6 days.
I am upset about it.
I'll take a mead as well.
Any food for you?
No, thank you.
Mark just, like, twiddles his thumbs. No thanks. He's still, like, emotionally a wreck right now. Leave him alone.
Okay.
He just wants his drinks. He
Let-
just
let
wants to
me
get
eat.
drunk.
Like,
Let
is
me eat my
Barrick
funnel cake in
is
peace.
Barrick like giving Mithril the side eye or anything like that?
Probably. Considering he, like, Myth seemed to purposely have spooked him last session.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then he felt like, yeah, he like smiled and like smugly about it.
Yeah, I do
Mhm.
remember that.
Yeah. Yep. Myth was being a
Sorry.
dick.
Dickhead.
Yep. That's me.
That's me, the jackass in the corner.
Yep. I'm not paying any other attention to Barrick at all. by the
Arjan
way.
will kind of look at Mithril and be like, it seems that you have an admirer.
Yeah, well, when you're as cool as
What?
me,
Oh my god.
you know, joking aside, yeah, like whatever. People have problems with me sometimes, and if they want to say something about it, so be it. If they don't, and they just want to sit in their bench and stare at me, then whatever, you know.
Is that because your reputation, your what is it, the title that you spoke of?
Oh, you mean my military standing?
Oh,
Probably.
Yes.
Most likely. That generally I try to keep it under wraps, but maybe if somebody overheard, I wouldn't put it past them to be a little spooked, if
So-
you know
so
what I mean.
Why
He's like
is-
really proud at this point. You kind of see him like buff up a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah,
Arjan will let him have it.
I appreciate that.
So why do they have this sort of reputation?
Well, you know, I mean, I can't really go too much into it because, like, you remember how I kind of said we're like the sort of like secret agents. They do the stuff that secret agents kind of do. you know?
But most secret agents do not tell you they are a secret agent.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're like secret agents. Most people know the order exists,
Yeah.
and you know, some people know of others that are in it, but
Hey, dwarf, you over there?
Oh my god.
oh my god.
Eric is going to stare out the window.
I am going to assume that you can hear me because I am speaking very loudly.
Still
Why are
staring at
you? Why are you afraid of my friend here?
Nope. Still staring out the window. No confrontation. Refuses to speak.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Myth's paying attention, just kind of shrugs.
Perhaps he is deaf?
You know what? I hear that some people are. So
They
maybe-
don't. They don't hear it.
God.
Okay.
Myth. Okay, no, Myth actually like just kind of straight faces you. Like, that's not very funny. Like, out of all
Arjan
the
is
things for Myth to
extremely
actually be
happy
like,
with himself.
God. This character's
Myth
gonna
just
be
kind
so
of looks
bullied.
at you.
I have to write that one
Great.
down.
Oh my god.
Do you write all your jokes down, or just the really good ones?
To be honest, I do not joke very often. I am more of a serious writer.
Oh,
More of a
interesting.
poet, if you will.
Well, that's neat.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am a top secret poet. You can't tell anybody, or I have to kill you.
Myth like kind of nods exaggeratedly and like winks.
Oh my
Like,
God.
plays along with it.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm a top secret poet.
Sorry. Okay. So assuming that's the end of the banter, or are you going to be doing something, Casimir?
Casimir, okay, Casimir is like very subtly just watching all of this happen, and he's kind of focused more on Barrick, just to kind of see how he's taking all of this.
He's not taking it very well, I will tell you that now.
He's staring out the window, pretending it's not happening, and
Is there anyone sitting next to him, or are we the only ones up here?
you two are the only ones in this section.
Okay.
So we
The way the
basically
train
have
is
one bench
to
per
yourself,
person.
yes.
That's cool.
Gotcha.
Because you're spending so long there, it's expected for you to sleep there, and if someone else is
Mhm.
sitting where you're supposed to be sleeping, it doesn't work.
That's fair.
We just take turns laying our heads on each other's laps.
It must be a big train if each person gets their own.
Or not many people come through.
Or are we like on in the high class section?
No, there were three cars designed like this,
Okay.
but not a lot of people actually come from NAF.
Casimir will like. Well, he'll wait. He'll wait for the food to come, or the,
Wait for-
whatever. Yeah.
You guys are waiting for 40 minutes or so before the stewardess comes back through with she has a cart this time, because not only does she have your food, she has everybody else's food in the cart. Then she's pleasant, she's smiling, she passes out the food and offers Casimir and Barrick like some bread, some crackers, some cheese, just little snack things to tide them over in
Yeah.
case they have the munchies.
Casimir will actually meet her at the curtain and like take everything very pleasantly, thank her, and then like close the curtain.
Thank you. Very just like nods. A thankful nod, like yeah.
And he'll hand Barrick his ale, and then like move over here, but then keep the tray between them.
He chugs it in one go.
Oh my god.
Drunk dwarf.
He's not drunk yet.
Wants to be.
Because Arjan is kind of nosy, unintended, because he's got a big snout.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna keep an active ear out to see if he can hear anything going on in there.
Ooh,
Oh,
lightning.
there's just big lightning, yeah.
Okay.
Kaboom.
Here's the big. Oh wow.
Whoa, I heard that.
Yeah,
you heard
well,
that
it's
from
holy
my mic,
shit.
I bet.
Evan's mic is super sensitive.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not there.
I hope Tier gets home well. Fine.
Tier's already here.
Oh, I didn't even fucking hear her come home.
Hey, Adam. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming.
Adam.
Hello.
How? Stroke.
Myth like leans over to Arjan and says, "You think they're getting down and dirty?"
Oh my God.
I did not say. It looked pretty clean in there, actually.
You know what
Nice.
I mean. Kind of like elbows at you.
He looks genuinely confused.
Oh my
They're
God.
having fucking- you think they're having sex? You think they're having
Oh,
sex in there?
why would they have sexual relations so close in vicinity with more public people?
I don't know. Some people are into that, man.
To each their own, I suppose.
Arjan,
Anyway.
the stewardess gives you a nice
She's
big
just still
plate.
there.
Yeah, she's still there. Nice big plate of steak.
This would have been like quietly while she was handing the stuff
Yeah,
to them
yeah.
and like the curtain closed. Like,
Right.
if you want me to roll a stealth
Right.
check, I will.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
She hears all sorts of things through here. It doesn't faze her.
No, sure, fine, okay. I just want my fucking cheese.
I just want my fucking cheese. Says.
And to your surprise, you get
Oh,
plate of cheese and biscuits.
yes.
And
Yes.
I used
Oh,
my
God.
breath weapon on his cheese, so it's frozen solid.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Dessert.
Fucking do it. I dare you.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I start eating my steak.
and
Don't test me, I have chromatic orb.
Oh Jesus. Oh, overcharge your steak.
as she hands it over, she gives you a sort of like shy smile and a wink. It's like, hope you like it.
Oh.
To who?
And to Myth.
Okay,
Can I
I'm
roll an
suspicious.
insight check on that one?
Yeah,
What the
I'm,
fuck?
I'm fucking. Look, I let them take
Sure.
advantage of me enough. I want to fucking know.
And then she's moving on. She doesn't linger.
No, I get a 9. I'm pretty oblivious.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have no fucking idea. Well, fuck yeah. I just Myth doesn't know, doesn't care, and it's cheese in front of him. So,
She's a
been
nice
so
lady. She
surprised.
provided you with cheese.
yep, I'm just too excited. I just start eating all of it. And I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
savoring it. I'm doing the really exaggerated like bites and just.
Hey, you didn't even have to spend 3 gold on it this time.
He's just eating his cheese.
Yep.
He's either A, gonna die, or B, gonna have the shits later.
Or both.
Column A,
Or
column B.
both.
Yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so after that, Casimir will kind of sit there, munch on some whatever on the plate, sip on his ale, or well, actually it's mead, but whatever. And after a few minutes, he'll kind of like,
Oh.
Generally
yeah.
and generally in Barrick's direction will say, I apologize for the harassment.
You're not the one harassing me, though.
That's fair. I
That's
understand. That's
That's cool. You're right, bro.
Still, it's not very fun. I can kind of understand your adversity to the Rayleigh. How do you pronounce that?
Rayleigh.
Okay, Rayleigh. Okay, so I said it right.
Yes.
I won't be able to, and I can tell you that right now.
That's fine.
It's literally a randomly generated word. I wasn't expecting it to come up this much, but Evan's character's a dick.
Yep. You're welcome.
Out of just pure curiosity, is there a specific reason why That makes you uncomfortable?
I didn't have a fun time during the war.
DM, remind me, what exactly, which side of the war was the Relics? Or did they...
Thought I had it written down somewhere, but now it's been long enough. I don't.
Oh no!
They were on the side that Barrick was not on.
I'm just gonna make a quick
Or they could have
perception
been.
check to
Who
see
knows?
if I can hear any of.
Sure.
Even though
You guys aren't trying to be sneaky, right?
Oh, I mean, Casimir definitely is
I don't
talking
hear it.
low, so...
I don't hear it.
You are enjoying your steak way too much.
That was -1.
Oh my god.
Oh man!
Oh no.
I have a -1 wisdom.
It's okay, I have a -1 strength.
I also have a -1 strength.
Yeah, I'm
It's
enjoying
fine.
my steak.
One charisma.
Could you imagine if Casimir and Myth ended up getting in a fist fight in the graveyard?
What are you talking about? I'm a
How
monk. I'm a monk.
Well, yeah, you're dexterity based, aren't you?
Oh, well, I do actual damage with my fists.
No, I know, but you said
I have
your
a
strength
damage
was a
die.
-1. Never mind.
I
I'm
know.
talking about this.
I completely lost my train of thought too.
Oh, I had asked what side of the war was the Relics on. Yeah. Relics.
So the Relics were part of the now I have to remember the name I gave it.
We summon the brain gods, please!
I'm asking all the great questions today.
Right?
Yeah, this is really abnormal.
So the Relics were from a kingdom called, well, not kingdom, empire called Husvai. Okay?
What is it?
Husvai.
Hothvi.
Hus.
Haas.
Hus.
Husvai.
Okay, I can't hear. There we go.
Alright.
Now we're going into
No, it's
Kevin's
okay.
territory.
And one of their major opponents was Kesh.
Do we know what the war was over? Like, why was the war happening?
Resources, personal beliefs, territory,
So the general shit.
general shit. Mostly resources and technology. Because, hey,
Okay.
look, we figured out how to make war machines. Bow down to
Oh
us.
my god.
Fuck
Which-
you.
And you
Which
said the
one did
opposing
that?
side was Kef?
Kesh.
Kesh. Okay.
Kesh.
Okay. And what do I know about Kesh?
It.
Or both, actually.
Okay.
I'm just asking
Kesh-
for all the great lore.
Yeah.
Give me the
Kesh
lore.
has earned a nickname as the Blighted Lands because either it's rocky and almost inhospitable, or it has a history of plagues going through the place.
Oh, nice.
But the people that live there are strong. They tend to be very stubborn-headed. They tend to live in secluded outposts. But they do have like a capital where a lot of them go for political and military reasons.
Okay.
So people weren't expecting Kesh to put up as much of a fight as it did in the war because they are so spread out.
Hmm.
But that was also one of their strengths.
Okay.
So if Barrick is from Kesh, he was probably recruited into the war or otherwise pressured into it by his community.
Okay. And Haspai is the Empire, and they're kind of known to be more like
Politically subtle.
Rome type.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more question: was the war? Did the war end as a stalemate, or was there actually like a conclusion? Or is it still going? I can't remember.
It pretty much ended in a stalemate because everybody went, you know what? This isn't getting us anywhere.
Stupid.
You do you, we do us, and just stay on your side of the line.
Nice.
Do not cross this line.
Have
Draw
they
a line
so
in the
far?
dirt.
People have been fairly respectful of the moment of peace because it's a chance to catch their breath, mourn the dead, try to rebuild what they lost. And people just want to get on with their lives. They were tired of the war, and
how long ago did the war end?
Officially it ended about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Unofficially, skirmishes kept on happening up until about a year ago.
Gotcha.
Because some people just don't like to listen to orders.
Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, there are still military standings, military outposts throughout the world where people are still being trained. They're still expecting the other side to come at them. But
Okay.
it's not going to go very well if they do.
And okay.
I'm being very generous with the lore. I should have made you roll a history check.
Yeah, so you only really know like half of that. So just pick random bits and forget this.
Well, to be fair, Token also got a nat 20 to know what the Relics are.
Yeah,
That's true.
I did.
Yeah.
Before. I would probably know all of that in order to be able to know what the hell the Relics were.
So.
Okay. Okay, so after that then, Kaz will... Yeah, Kaz will kind of like lean back in his seat, trying to keep things calm. He's like obviously not trying to like... Well, okay, he's not trying to seem like he's probing for information, but rather starting just small talk.
While probing for information.
While probing for information.
Make a sleight of mind check.
Oh my god. He'll kind of glance back over and say, "So, were you on the opposite end of the war then?"
You could say that.
Okay. You know, I haven't really... You could also say that I haven't been in the best terms with them either. But...
Kind of like looks over a little bit more like, what?
He kind of smiles and shrugs his shoulders.
Varric doesn't say what, but he gives the what expression. You know, the confused question mark.
Nani?
Nani?
You know, this one.
Yep.
Not necessarily because of the war per se, but you know, there are some things that they tend to dabble in outside of it, and without saying too much, it's you know, they're kind of hard to outrun, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a tuxedo mask before, have I, Kai?
a history check.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Oh
Oh my god.
Fuck.
no! Holy shit.
Have you heard of Tuxedo Mask? Please, I wish to know. You rolled a nat 1!
That one, I have no idea. That was the
Oh my
most
God.
bizarre thing I've ever run into in my entire life, and I wish I could forget it.
You probably think it was just like a fever dream. Now that you think about it, it's
Yeah,
like you were that stressed to get on the train. You thought it
Oh my
was
god.
just a.
Yeah, I literally think I was hallucinating, and I'm just like, that poor girl. Maybe that's what scared her into giving me my ticket.
Oh my
It was just me screaming at air.
god. Holy shit. That's so
Or maybe
fucking
you are the tuxedo mask.
Yeah,
Oh
or
my
maybe
God.
it was me all along.
If it makes you feel any better, I kind of, embarrassed the shit out of him earlier, so you should have seen it. He starts drinking back on his meat.
That would have been nice. He kind of deserves to be kicked in the shin.
He'll kind of give a nod, and then he'll just leave it alone for then.
Barrick is now sad that he drank all of his ale in one chug. He needs more.
Okay. Well, the stewardess is going to come through occasionally, and if the curtains are open, she'll peek in and ask if anyone needs anything.
Can I roll a constitution check for my cheese yet?
Okay.
Or
Do
would
you
it be
even
a
know what
thing?
you're doing?
No, I really don't. I'm just assuming that there's some sort of poison in them.
Jesus.
You know, makes sense.
Look, I mean, Myth is attractive and he knows it,
Oh my
but
god.
I know that that was probably not a wink of attraction.
How would you know?
Listen, you're metagaming at this
Yeah, I
point.
was gonna say you rolled a 1. That's metagaming.
No, I rolled a 6 on the
inside.
Yeah, on the inside check.
Oh, yours is
Oh,
the metagaming.
That's fair.
No.
His
Okay.
passive insight's 14.
Right.
That's fair.
No, I was just trying to like move along to see like if we were resolving the cheese itself, not that Myth knows anything about it.
See, now you're assuming that there's something with the cheese.
I am assuming there's something with it, and if there's not, then there's no save or check. Oh, you could make me roll one anyway. Just be mean about it.
Phantom rolls. I love doing those.
Phantom roll. Anyway. But yeah, that was the end of Casmia's thing.
Okay.
Barrick will resume staring out the window.
Evan,
Uh-huh.
you're fine.
Okay.
For now.
Dun, dun, dun.
It actually, the night goes pleasantly well. Stewardess gets you whatever you need, and the train ride is uneventful. The rocking of the train will eventually lull you to sleep, and it's a nice night. It's quiet, it's dark, you've hit the tunnels, you can hear a gentle hum coming from the wheels on the track, echoing off the walls.
Look, I am built on paranoia. that is both reality and in game.
Casimir would have like curled up in the corner over here and like getting ready for a nap.
You can hear Barrick snoring very loudly. I am not sorry.
Arjan
He
would
creates his
have
own white noise.
Arjan would have frosted the window a little bit and just kind of scratched in some draconic runes into the ice
Just like
before nodding off and going to sleep.
fogging up the window and drawing a dick in it.
Nope, totally no dick.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He wrote dick in draconic.
No, my character is asexual.
That's fair. I mean, but you can still find it funny.
I mean, you don't have to like the.
Well, no,
Just
he's
laugh
like
at it.
kind of oblivious to it too.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
That's
Oh,
the comment
okay.
before. It looked pretty clean there.
God, this poor child.
I just imagine him drawing a dick and just being like, heh, some people like those.
It'd be a
Fucking
dragon dick,
weirdo.
so it would look weird.
Oh man.
Like a spear tip.
Sure.
Bad dragon.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what happens?
To your surprise, absolutely nothing. You wake up, you're greeted with breakfast, the train is rolling.
I have a question, DM.
You have a question.
Yeah,
What is your question?
Did I have any dreams?
Roll a d20.
Suspicious dwarf noise.
18.
You did, in fact, have a dream.
Was it a good dream?
The real question begins.
You know what?
The real answer, nobody knows. You don't remember it.
No, you remember it. I'm trying to think of how to word this.
With words? Oh, sorry, you can shoot me in the foot. And now you see what my dedication
You
is
haven't
to.
had a dream like this ever, as far as you remember. You remember the dreams about the war, you remember dreams about training, you remember dreams about things staring at you in the shadows.
Well, that's not ominous.
You dream about just walking down a path, a light mist on the ground, and it feels like you are going where you are supposed to be going. You feel like you are going home.
Okay.
What the fuck?
It is the most restful sleep you have had in many years.
I give him a wet willy.
It does that
I'm
thing
just
where I'm
kidding.
like in the dreamscape, and then like it all starts turning murky and melting because I have a wet finger in my ear.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What
You
are
wake up and you are refreshed. You are ready for the day. You don't care if you're on a train, under a mountain. It's going to be a good day.
Okay. Thank you, DM. That was awesome.
Okay. So, stewardess will come by. If the curtains are open, she'll offer you breakfast. She'll remind you that there are very simple bathing. I don't want to say bathing or wash areas at the back of the train. So, bathroom. You can take a simple bath. It's not going to be luxurious or particularly spaceful, but you can wash up if you feel grody.
Yes.
Yeah, I will most certainly be taking a bath.
Yep. And the day goes by uneventful, weirdly enough.
Suspicious dwarf noise.
Yeah. Now, I have a question. How many people would have paid attention to the train schedule before actually getting on the train?
I don't think I would've.
Probably myth for reasons that he's like going. Like the reasons he is going to Orsane, he would probably have taken note.
No, never mind. No. Kaz wouldn't have.
Kaz wouldn't have.
No.
So Myth is the only one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow, nobody's got anywhere to be, huh?
Oh, he does. It's just.
Train schedules. How boring.
Pedantic, even.
Mm.
It's almost like I have to pay attention to when I stop. I'll get there eventually. Maybe.
Myth, I'd like you to make a wisdom check for me.
Oh boy, what did I do?
Or intelligence, I'm sorry.
Okay,
What
so
did
like
I do?
intelligence or wisdom or intelligence?
We'll go with wisdom. I think they're the same for you either way.
Are they? They might
Yep.
be, I guess. Oh yeah. So what was that? A 15 plus 2 is a 17?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, from what you were reading, because you stopped by the train station a lot just to make sure that you wouldn't miss the fucking train again.
Yes.
You read the schedule over and over and over, and this train has a reputation of working like a fucking clock. It goes a set distance, it stops at a outpost, it drops off supplies, it picks up supplies, it goes on to the next outpost. It's reliable in that it will do this at the same time every week. You swear the train should have stopped today. Somewhere.
Okay.
But you're still chugging along. If maybe they're skipping, maybe they don't need to stop on the way back, you don't know. But something about it does stand out to you. It's like, huh, I thought we were supposed to be stopping at the first outpost today.
Yeah. No, that's fair. And I think with... Even though Myth is kind of stupid and an asshole, like, he is military trained and is on a mission, so I think it would make sense that he might take note of that as odd and be curious. Also,
Okay.
the fact that he, like, spent a fucking week in a small, annoying town and, like, just really wants to get to where he needs to go.
I mean, if they don't stop, you're getting there faster, so
That is true, but that's kind of where the military paranoia would maybe set in and be like, "Wow, this is nice. I don't like it." Okay, I will wait for the stewardess to come by. And the next time she comes by, I will ask. And is it still the same day after I've had the most wonderful sleep I've had in years?
yes.
Okay, Arjan is just gonna be like floored. Probably like close to a different person. Myth will politely ask and say, excuse me, ma'am, were we not supposed to have stopped at the first outpost sometime today?
And she blinks at you and then checks like a watch that's in her vest. It's like, no, we are due to reach there at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Does like that sate my curiosity, or does that like still feel off? Like, is this just me kind of wildly guessing just because I'm not super sure on the train schedule, or like, am I
Do
pretty
you want
adamant?
to make an insight check?
Yes, I will do that. No, I have no idea.
Man, we're
Man.
fucking sucking at insight this entire game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Now I'm just like stuck in this weird place of like, I feel like something's wrong, but I was told that nothing's wrong, but like I feel like something's wrong. Okay, that's fine. I'll thank you. I guess I just must have gotten a little mixed up.
She's gonna give you a warm smile. It's, well, if you're still up, wouldn't it be any harm in going to stretch your legs out, would there?
No, there would not be. That's partially why I was asking. Is sitting down for a long time makes the legs a little sore.
Maybe you'd like to join me in a walk.
He is not. I am pausing for this long as the player, trying to think what to do.
It's fine.
Myth will respond politely and say, I would love to maybe some other time, but my friend and I, he was going to show me some of the poems that he had been writing on his journeys. And kind of, motions over to Arjan because Arjan's a poet. And
Kind of like, you're welcome to stay and read with us if you would like. I don't know what you have to do, but...
Well, I do have to go check in on the other passengers, but if you're still up when we make a stop, we could take a few moments to ourselves.
This woman sounds like she really wants to get
That
laid.
does sound... Yeah, he'll respond, so that does sound rather pleasant, kind of gives a wink and says, I'll keep that in mind.
She'll give you a grin and keep walking down the aisle.
I don't trust it. I'll fucking trust it.
And yet
Arjan,
you are enabling it.
It still feels like something's wrong with the train and is not super sure what's going on.
Arjan will wait until the stewardess is gone a little bit of a distance, and we'll look at Mithril and be like, Mithril, you seemed oddly chipper this morning. Well, that is until you spoke with that woman. What exactly is going on?
Yeah. I kind of, I sort of like lean across the sort of the space in between us to kind of get a little closer. And
He'll lean
Can
a
I hear
little
this?
closer to meet you halfway.
yeah, just to kind of talk quietly and make
Can
sure that.
I want to listen in.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Yeah, might as well.
Yep.
Which one is making 20? This one.
Okay. Alright. Okay. It fucking rolled out and then landed on a 3.
Nice.
So that's a whole total of 7.
Let me figure out how to roll dice again. There we go. I rolled.
Why do I have disadvantage? Oh, it's sight in the sun. Okay, never mind.
I don't think I have any bonuses to that.
The beginning of the song sounds like one of the songs from the Nier raid. The first one, actually. When you're running around.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Arjan leans forward and meets Mithril halfway.
Are you guys trying to be sneaky about it, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet.
Okay.
Myth leans in and is like, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to have stopped already. And this train has a reputation for being reliable, running like clockwork. There's not variations. And it's really throwing me off. The stewardess really seemed like she believed that we weren't supposed to have stopped yet, but I spent a lot of time in that train station, Arjan, because I wanted to get the fuck out of that town. I looked at the train schedule pretty extensively. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to have stopped. I think something's going on, but I'm not entirely sure what or why.
Well, I am not too familiar with these technological things. Or the schedules either. But what exactly? I mean, is it possible they just had a change in the routine for today, or?
I mean, it's not impossible by any means, but again, there's a reason this train has a reputation that it does, which means they do not have changes in their schedules often, if at all.
Well, I can be fairly persuasive at times if you would like. I could go try to see if I could find something else.
Yeah, sure. That would actually be very helpful. I just have a bad feeling.
Arjan will kind of look around, stand up, and he'll get into the aisle. Which way did the stewardess go? Is she still right here?
Yep, it looks like she's taking a breather and is either going to continue into the next car or continue to move or turn around and come back up.
Okay. Arjan will actually go into the opposite direction.
Oh. Are you staying in this car or you're moving?
I would move to the next car over. See if I can find any other attendants other than her. You don't have to switch the map or anything like that, unless it's necessary.
I don't think it's necessary, but you do move up into the staff car, which is also the kitchen. You guys are pretty much right next to the food car.
Gotcha.
So you'll find someone's tending a bar area, because people are allowed to walk through the train throughout this trip. Sometimes they go up to the food car to sit down and have a meal somewhere other than their seat. Socialize a little bit with other riders, and then wander around. So there is a sort of bartender there. It seems kind of groggy. Most people haven't come up this way this morning.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go sit at the bar then.
What can I do for you, sir?
Perhaps a small drink and maybe a small chat as well. And he puts a gold piece on the table and slides it forward.
Ooh.
Eyebrow wigglies. Whoops, I just took screenshots. Fuck. I was trying to rotate my camera, and then suddenly I hit my 0 button.
Happens.
Yep.
Well, depends on what you'd like to chat about.
Does he pour him a drink?
Yep. He'll go through the motions, get you a drink, garnish it a little bit.
You see, he kind of holds the drink in front of him and looks at it as if inspecting it, and then just for a moment and breathes his frost breath on it and takes a drink of the now cold alcohol. Well, you see, it's strange. One of my compadres, one of my comrades in the other stall, seems to think that we were supposed to have been scheduled to stop already, and this train has a certain reputation for being on time, and I was wondering perhaps if you had any insight on such a thing.
He'll blink at you, and then he'll pull a similar pocket watch out of his own uniform and check it, because it can be a little hard to tell on these trips, well, with it being dark all the time. We're not set to stop for another several hours at least.
That does not seem plausible. Perhaps you could elaborate a little bit more. Maybe another another persuasion will help loosen your memory a little bit. And he slides another gold piece forward.
Do.
You said it was
Right,
morning,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
Did I say it was? Yeah, it's morning-ish. You guys were, from misunderstanding of the train schedule, you were set to pretty much stop for breakfast in the outpost.
Okay.
Now, can I
And
make
then-
like a persuasion check at all to try to get
Yes.
a little bit more information?
Yes, you can.
And the lady said that they're scheduled to stop at like 3 in the morning, right?
Yep.
So before I roll, have we gotten inspiration back?
I'll say yes.
Okay. No, just want to know, just in case I fuck this up.
It's supposed to be a short campaign, and I'm going to be nice, and you guys get inspiration at the start of every.
Are we
Oh
doing
shit!
Oh,
tens
shit.
for the
Yep.
roll?
Yep.
Okay, that'd be a 37.
Also, I apologize. I was incorrect in describing the food car. There are tables, but no bars. So you would have sat down, and he would have come over
That's
to
fine.
serve you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I had to bring up the map because I forgot. So he'll clear his throat, and you can see him look over at the doorway into the kitchen, and then at the passageway into the car you came from. He's like, to be honest, this is my second round trip. I keep falling asleep during my shifts, and I have no idea what day it is.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
Hmm.
I don't like that.
Do I notice any other members of the staff seem groggy at all, or? I'm gonna take an active look around and kind of look at the other staff, because you said that this was kind of a staff cart, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of the staff having breakfast there, and they look like they just woke up. Considering the train is constantly moving, they might work in shifts.
Yeah.
So, this is likely the day shift is trying to wake up and get moving, but they do seem groggy and a little out of it.
Is it common for the staff members who are used to a regular shift to be this tired? I mean, yes, it is early morning, but we have had plenty of time to wake up.
Well, I think it has something to do with the tunnels. It's dark all the time until we actually leave the mountain, so it can really mess up your sense of day, right?
Ah,
So, you'll see what I mean. If you look out the window long enough, you'll see what I mean.
have you seen many things outside of the window?
That sounds ominous.
Maybe it is.
That's fine.
It's nothing to really be worried about. It's just when you're in the dark and you see some of the lights from the plants underground just constantly going past it. Suddenly 2 hours go by and you have no idea what you were doing.
So I'm gonna make one. I'm probably gonna fail it, but I'm gonna make one more insight check to see if this guy seems like he's missing any time, like if he's missing
Okay.
gaps.
You have inspiration. Don't forget.
I do, and I'm actually gonna use it.
Cool 4.
It's gonna be a 2 this time.
15.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
that would be a with my insight is a +0, so it's a 15.
Sig, did you ask what inspiration was?
Yes.
So inspiration, I mean, do you see it on your character sheet? It's up to the right of the top row.
It's right next to your speed.
Yeah, it's right next to your walking speed and like your health and shit. It's like in between the two of those.
Mine doesn't have anything in it.
Click it and it will appear to be like a little light.
It's like a little
and-
rising sun.
All it means, and Kai is going to give this to us every game, but it's basically a free roll. So Zook rolled a 4, and he spent his inspiration to roll again.
Oh, okay.
But now I've spent it, so I can't do it again unless I have like your backgrounds and stuff. If you act like your character would, the DM can award you an inspiration point based on your
so
backgrounds.
It's kind of like fate points and death.
Kind of, yeah.
But the difference between Deathwatch and D&D is you get like you roll on a chart how many fate points you start with, and
Yeah.
that's your permanent. So you can roll like up to 3 fate points.
Right.
Yeah.
The inspiration is designed to encourage roleplay and actually acting like your character, so you have a chance to get advantage on a roll. So, so yeah.
It's DM
Okay.
discretion.
So with a 15, does he seem like he's, first of all, being genuine to me, and does he seem like he's just missing time?
He seems like he's being genuine with you. He is 100% trying to explain the experience to you without making it sound weird, even though it's weird.
But it sounds weird. Yeah.
And if anything, he sounds like he's been hypnotized by the lights out the windows and is nodded off here and there, so it's really kind of messed with his sense of what time it is.
Mhm.
But other than that, he seems like he is actually doing his best to tell you the truth.
He'll finish his drink, put it on the table. Okay, and we'll head into the other cart, and yeah, he'll head back and speak with
Myth.
with Myth, and he's not gonna sit. He's actually gonna lean against the post, and he has like this inquisitive look on his face, and there is something strange going on. The person I spoke with, yes, he seemed. He said that it was how you say his first few shifts.
Yeah, his second round trip. So.
And he checked his watch much like the other attendant did when you were asking. But there's just something. It was almost like it was almost like he was like in a hypnotic sort of state, if you would ask me. And the others, I mean, yes, it's early morning, but it seems like a lot of the workers, the staff, they seem to be very groggy.
So, like, as Arjan is talking, Myth is just kind of like nodding along. And then he just says, yeah, okay. No, that's thank you for going and doing a little bit of investigation.
Bitch, get him.
You owe me 2 gold.
Wow.
What?
You owe me 2 gold.
Oh,
He says with a smile. He's joking.
yeah, like Myth was gonna like be like, really? Like, do you really want that? Okay, well that's fine. I had a question, Kai.
Yes.
Did I on the stewardess the couple of times that Myth has seen her, have I noticed any like specific sigils, markings, things she's wearing that maybe might like seem odd or out of place for like a stewardess?
No, she's wearing the standard uniform. You
Standard
saw the
uniform.
people at the train station wearing them.
Ah, shit, it's a cult.
Yeah. I knew it. No, they're not wearing
Always
red.
a
dude.
cult.
They can't be a cult. They're not wearing red. Are they wearing red, Kai?
No.
Okay, that's not a cult. So another
Please.
question I have is, the stewardess did pull out this watch and looked at it. Was there anything on the watch that would have stood out? Do I know what the watch is? Do I know how it works?
It's a pocket watch. You've seen some of the higher ups use them. You've seen the people at the train station use them. It's pretty much, if you had to guess, they are synced up, so the workers always know what time it is and if they're supposed to be on shift or not.
Do I know how easy it would be for them to be purposefully put out of sync? But that would have to be all of them. So I'm assuming probably pretty hard, but
One of them would be easy to do.
One of them would be
Multiples
easy to do.
would be trickier to manage it and would suggest a coordinated effort. But really, it's hard to say.
Are there? This is just kind of a bit of a more general history question. Are there any rival groups to the Liyue that I know about that Myth would maybe have in mind or ever be concerned about?
There are a few, but
Oh, boy.
with the stalemate,
Yeah, they've probably been inactive.
yeah, they've been inactive or they've been on missions find someone who's been missing.
Yeah.
Try to
Probably
contact
similar
this group
shit.
over here. Try to essentially reconnect and regroup.
Gotcha.
A question for Barrick and Casimir. Do they both look like they can hold their own in a fight?
Casimir is pretty dressed he has no armor on.
Mhm.
He looks pretty casual.
Filthy
Almost like a
casual.
merchant with some nicer clothes.
Mhm.
So to Arjan, that means yes.
And what about Barrick? Does Barrick look like he can? his own?
He kind of looks, for the most part, he just looks like a basic traveler.
Okay.
If you wanna very specific, think of the beginning peddler from fucking Final Fantasy XIV.
Okay.
He kind of has the appearance of that in clothing and wear.
Are either of them armed?
Mm,
Well, Barrick.
that's a
probably
good
has
question. I don't
bag.
think I am.
I
No,
would
I'm
say
not.
that Barrick has a bag of his belongings, and there might be his weapon. His technical weapon is wrapped in cloth.
Okay.
So it's possible that you may or may not know what that is.
Would Barrick also be wearing his holy symbol?
Yes.
Yes, he'd be wearing a holy symbol, and you have a shield?
I think I took a shield.
Yeah, your inventory says you have a shield, which I imagine would be hard to hide in a backpack.
That is fair. It could be tied.
You
to
wear
the
it as a hat.
Maybe you
Oh, I do have a weapon.
strapped to your back.
I just didn't have it.
shield.
Is it strapped to your back, Barrick?
I would say that it's on his backpack,
Okay.
with the other stuff.
And you said that you do have a weapon?
Yeah. But it's just a small sickle. It's not very big.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't really keep it out in the open.
That's enough
It's
for me.
Probably tucked away.
But he's gonna walk over to your cart and knock on the outside post.
You guys have already had breakfast.
Yeah, no, Casimir has just been still tucked in over here, just staring out the window.
Casimir and Barrick, if you're
Hi.
looking out the window, you do see in the tunnel there are occasionally flickers of a very faint light from bioluminescent plants.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Neat. It's dark. That's all I care about.
Yep.
Makes it easier to see. I'm not getting blinded.
Yep.
Casimir will will pop up and like kind of peek through the curtain.
Arjan will be
But
there.
then- He'll just kind of swing it back open when he realizes it's just Arjan.
He kind of looks at. You've seen him so far. He's usually had like a smile, kind of a carefree look. He looks more serious right now. And he's gonna kind of, with like a furrowed brow. Might I come in and speak with you both in private?
Casimir will look back at Barrick.
Confused dwarf noise.
Okay, yeah, Casimir will just shrug his shoulders and gesture for you to come in.
So
I don't know
he'll-
what a confused dwarf noise is, but it's probably a soft belch.
he'll come in and sit
That
on the
means
other
it's
side,
comfortable.
and
Okay.
he'll close
Casimir will
the he'll close the curtain.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you don't, Casimir will.
Kind of looks both of you up and down. Notices your sickle. Notices the shield.
Oh well, I said that technically his sickle probably would be tucked away. He doesn't
Okay.
keep that out. in the
Well,
open.
then he'll eye the shield.
I just hug the backpack.
Do you you know how to use that effectively?
For the most part, yes.
It has come to my attention and my comrade's attention as well. Something strange might be going on in this on this train. Just we have not made our first stop. We have not stopped for it, even though this train has a reputation of being on time. And the workers, they seem mistranged of sorts. So I know not exactly what is going on, but he just kind of grips his hand around his short sword on his side. Be prepared. And he stands up and he'll walk out, unless they say something to him. He's gonna gesture that he's gonna leave.
Okay, yeah. Casimir will give a very casual nod and like salute him off.
Barrick
he'll-
would probably ask, what seems out of the ordinary, because he hasn't left his little cart.
Sure. He stops before he's like already standing up. He's about to head out and stops as you say that, and he turns and looks. It is strange. It is like the staff almost seems to be in this fugue-like state. The person I spoke with said that that the darkness and underground and long trips can do something to your mind, and well, yes, I suppose there is some truth to that. There is just something I can't quite place my finger on, and my comrade, like I said, he noticed an abrupt change in the schedule, and that is probably most alarming, as this train has a reputation of being on time like clockwork, and they seem to have this sort of. Perhaps it is just me musing imaginative thoughts, but they have this focus on their chronometers, their pocket watches. Something is odd in the air.
Okay.
Keep your steel about you. He will leave unless you guys say anything else then.
Nope.
Casimir will kind of keep a better set of attention on the window and just kind of. Actually, he'll move over here so he can see out the window better.
Yeah, you know what? I will also look out the window because the guy mentioned something about the outside.
And just kind of keep
It's
an
just
eye
kinda
on
chilling.
out there.
Gonna wipe
Barrick
off
is
the
now thinking.
frost.
I mean, I would say so. Myth was over here. I would say he was kind of like vaguely listening into what Arjan was saying out of curiosity.
Sure.
Would I have picked that up?
Yeah.
Most likely. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Arjan will actually go as far to draw his weapon and just keep it at his in between his legs.
Okay.
So Myth will see that and just kind of will just say, "Hey Arjan, you compensating for something?"
Oh my god.
No.
Nope.
Myth just kind of just gives you like a sly look and is like, "All right, yeah, okay." All right, goes back to doing nothing.
Well, I have various size blades. You should see. I've got a long sword. I've got a short sword.
I'm sure.
I've,
I'm sure you got all sorts.
I've got a great sword. I have a dagger.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
have a heavy crossbow.
Whoa. I thought we were talking about blades here.
I mean, there is a blade on the bolt tip.
That's fair, I guess. Never mind.
Yes, it is. It is attached to the shaft.
Yeah, just yeah. Do you ever stroke the shaft before?
Not usually. I mean, I keep it clean, of course, but
Yeah, when you're cleaning it, you gotta get that good up and down motion, right?
I suppose you are correct. Yes, and
Yeah.
keep the
Feel
fletching
good?
very intact. You know, a feather every
Yeah.
once in a while. It feels good. Feels good.
My notes just now say Myth is trying to make sexual jokes, but Arjan doesn't get it.
That is going to be a theme of this game.
That's great.
Nice.
And the stewardess goes past. You see her walk past.
I'm gonna.
She'll ask
eye
if-
her.
She'll ask if anyone needs anything before moving on.
No, thank you.
Barrick seems reluctant to drink.
Oh,
He is suspicious.
suspicious.
I'm debating what would Myth do. Oh my gosh. Why do I have to have this character?
Because you made him.
I know. I know. Myth would
Was it your time to have a hoe?
Yeah, I guess it might be.
Oh,
I'm honestly, as a player, convinced it's attempted murder, but that's fine. Yeah, so Myth is gonna kind of, the
With your
waitress
dick.
kind of pokes her head in, and he's like, "Hey, so you remember that stroll you mentioned earlier? Is that still up for grabs?"
She'll give him a grin. Okay. There's not a lot of places to walk around here, but sure.
Yeah, we can. We'll call this preliminary, and when we get to our first stop, maybe we can take an extended hike. And he'll get up and follow her out of wherever. He'll kind of, as she's like maybe right here waiting for him, he'll kind of look back at Arjan and give Arjan a
oh
look.
no, it looks pretty
of,
hetero
like-
to me.
Who
Shit,
knows?
what? Did
Nothing.
somebody say something? Oh, Derek, gay.
Look, I'm both.
He'll kind of
gay
give
and
Arjan. Why am I saying your name? I just mixed Barrick and
Arjan.
Arjan. Give Arjan a look of like, either just a look of, I'm doing this for information. I'm obviously sticking my neck out a little bit, but like either keep an ear out or maybe follow stealthily behind if that's your thing. You get the idea. Like, it's just that look of like, I'm going in.
Before you go, he'll take out a piece of parchment and begin to write,
boy.
and
I'm gonna get bardic inspiration.
he begins to speak. A being of air, a scholar of magic, stuck in a world that can be oh so tragic. Weave arcana and gain thy power to aid us in this darkest hour. Clash of lightning and flare of fire, may these words bless and inspire. And he will give you bardic inspiration.
Wow, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, you are now inspired.
Woohoo!
Which
Uh,
is
Dave, get your inspiration back.
Oh, thank you.
Man, they should have like a fucking place that I can just like put this easily so I know I have it.
And that's a die 6, by the way. And you can use that on any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay. Cool.
And you can use it after the roll, but not
Awesome.
before you know the outcome.
Right.
Well, not after. Yeah, before you know the outcome, but after the roll.
Right. So before I know the outcome of the roll itself, like I'll know the number that appears on the die.
Yeah.
I won't know what that gives me yet.
Exactly.
But then I can choose to use the D6. Okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so I am kind of following the waitress. I actually, I'll if possible, walk side by side. Maybe kind of offer my arm for her to grab onto.
She'll be a little bit ahead of you, but
Okay.
just because, well, she's guiding you in a sense.
Okay, yeah. If she's guiding me, she's guiding me.
And she'll take you up through the food car. And I'm not going to change the scene because that would fuck up everybody else's shit. It's like, so change of heart.
Oh, no change of heart. I told you I'd be interested to take you up a little later at some point.
You know how many times I hear that?
Really? Someone as good looking as you? And they don't take up the offer. I have a hard time believing that.
She gives you a grin and
we start making out, we fall on the floor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
well, she is going to pause in the food cart. It's like, did you want to sit or keep walking? I can show you some secret.
Brow wigglies.
Yeah. Myth kind of gets that face of like, ooh, secrets. And yeah, he's like, I love some secrets. Let's keep walking. See what there is to see.
She'll take you up through the kitchen area. There's a door that separates the dining room from the kitchen. There's a couple stoves. There's a couple staff members running around, not running, but prepping food for later. There's some freshly cooked meat. There's a big wheel of cheese on one of the tables that someone has taken a slice out of to nibble on.
Okay, I'm gonna be kind of, as we're sort of walking, and like especially as we're like going through doors or like areas that I feel might close behind me and never reopen. I'm gonna maybe try to keep an eye out for those sorts of mechanisms or something, if that's possible.
Make a perception check.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Some size. Oh, I'm hitting the F key. Hold on. Don't count this. Okay, no, I'm rolling now. It's fine. I'm gonna spend my inspiration. Are these dice towers different?
No.
I think you're a liar. Hold on a second. You're just on the different side of the table. No? I don't remember them being this smooth. I was pretty sure they were like angled at the base before, but it's not that big of a deal. Maybe we're all hypnotized.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an 18 plus 2. That is a modded 20.
Okay. From what you can see from the doors, there are locks on them, but they're basic, can be opened with a key. They're not automatic.
Okay.
Someone would manually have to lock it. And
Okay.
even then, it doesn't look like it's meant for anything sturdy. It's just to keep people from going where they're not supposed to.
Okay. And keeping an eye out on the people as we walk. There's nobody noticeably like shifty that as we walk through, I notice them giving me like glances.
They'll give a couple glances, and one of them will give the stewardess here with a wink.
Oh, okay. Yes, but nothing like super suspicious or weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So through the kitchen into the next car, it's another, I don't want to say like a residential car, but there's places for the staff to sleep. It's kind of like a break room. It's noticeably smaller than the other cars. It's more of a square. That there are sections that are curtained off because some of the staff are sleeping at the moment. And
Gotcha.
she brings her finger up to her lips in a small shh.
I kind of mimic it and give a little smile back.
And through that car, and you are in. It looks like it's mostly empty. It looks like it's just like one hallway straight through. But when you take a closer look, there are tanks, which you would assume are for the fuel for the train.
Okay.
So it's weirdly cold in here.
Myth will say, ooh, it's pretty chilly in this car. Is there a specific reason for that? Are you doing okay?
You get used to it, and she taps on one of the tanks, and you can hear really like a dull dong dong. I don't know what the fuel is exactly, but it keeps this big hunk of metal running.
Would I maybe know what fuel would be used to run such a large machine?
I don't see why not. Now I have to think of a name for it.
Ceruleum.
I'm so
was gonna
sorry.
say.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Ceruleum.
thinking. 'cause I'm
Yeah, that's
stupid.
the first thing that popped in my head.
Nerd!
We all agree we are the Garlean Empire.
It does strike me as a Garlean feel. It really does.
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
it's
I like
fine.
it.
No, it does. To be honest, I did not get. I was just imagining more of like an interesting steampunky sort of idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking like dark metal, Garlean, harsh construction, unlike some people.
Sorry, I'm gay.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's the only acceptable excuse.
Exactly.
Sorry, my brain. If you had to guess, considering it's this cold, it's a sort of refined aether.
Okay.
So not unlike ceruleum, but it's refined and condensed to the point where it does get very chilly around the containers. But it is useful as a fuel source because it tends to negate the heat
Gotcha.
and it keeps things stable. But if there's too much of it at any one point in time that's allowed to build up, it will literally start to destroy the mechanism. So it has to be constantly flowing,
Gotcha.
which is why there's multiple tanks that they're moving it through.
Okay. And I don't see anything like out of the ordinary in this room to like cause concern. Like imagine if I was in like a room with a bunch of natural gas tanks and like I saw an open flame, like that would be something to be concerned about. I don't see anything like that for the condensed aether fuel in this room, do I? Nothing
No.
that's like threatening to make it just explode.
No,
Okay.
everything seems to be chugging along the way it should.
Okay, cool. Well, if I can, I'm gonna maybe sort of snuggle up to the stewardess and see if I can get her arm through my arm. Obviously, like, still letting her lead. Like, I'll sort of follow her lead, but maybe put us side by side and use the cold as a bit of an advantageous situation to give myself an excuse to snuggle in
Smooth.
closer.
Snuggle.
Oh shit, somebody's rolling something. I heard dice.
I did too.
This guy, she's gonna slap me, isn't she?
No,
Stab.
no.
Dead.
She's going to give you a
A butt
a
pat.
sort of sly grin and a quick peck on the cheek
Oh,
and pull you closer.
Into that.
happy ending.
Yeah,
I mean-
know. Not yet. Getting
I'm still waiting for the stab to happen.
Me too. I'm like terrified. I like really didn't want to do
You
this.
set
but
yourself
to-
up for this.
Well, to be like, it's something Myth would do though, especially if he thinks something is wrong and he's all secret operations. He's stupid, okay? He's stupid. I'm sorry.
She'll take you to the end of that car, and there's another door, and it's clearly locked.
Uh-huh.
And she stops. It's like, well, this is as far as I'm allowed to go.
What kind of lock is it? Is it sort of just the same like general lock that was on the other doors, or is it a little more heavily?
It's a little heavier, but it's also locked from the other side.
Okay,
So
is it-
whoever's in that other car,
Is the only one that could open it up.
Yep.
And
you get the idea this is for security purposes.
yeah. No, that's fair. Taking some notes. So when she says this is as far as she's allowed to go, I'll kind of speak up and just say, and why is that? Is the next car the engine room? The engineers up there? I know that's general standard train operation, that they have an important job and they need to be kept safe.
Pretty much. You have the engineer and the conductor up there, making sure we are on time. And I only get to see them when we actually stop at the end of the line.
Yeah, they didn't. And everything seemed okay so far on the trip. Everything going according to plan.
Yes. I mean, there's backups and fail-safes and everything else to make sure everything goes according to schedule. I don't know entirely how they work, but here we are.
Fair enough. So we've made it to the so-called end of the road. Is there anything you want to do now, or make our way to somewhere more comfortable, or do you prefer to wait until we maybe get to our stop and can actually maybe find a place to rest?
She's going to give you a look over and a small wink. It's like, that I'm going to leave entirely up to you.
Hi.
Okay.
Help.
Dude, you went by yourself, man.
I know.
You went by yourself and you got your dick in your pants.
Yep.
I know. That actually really wasn't why he went.
How about it, Casanova?
I know.
Maybe it was. I'm not
You
really
can chuck
sure.
through it. I believe in you.
I almost had Cass follow him, but Cass is like, nah, never mind.
Oh no, you should have. That would have been so great. Also, to be honest, as a player, I would have preferred somebody follow me, but that's fine. Yeah, so he pulls her in close, kind of starts pecking at her neck, you know, and just takes stuff from there.
And then.
And then
that's-
fade to black.
Yeah, fade to black.
Wait! I got a button for this. Wait. Here it is. Yeah. Fade to black.
It's okay.
So Arjan Myth has been gone a while.
Well, no, hold on a second. First of all, I'm gonna try to make sure no genitalia are poisoned. Can I do
What is
that?
wrong with you?
Sure.
Make an
Look.
STD check.
If there's a will, there's a way. Not even for STDs, but sure, whatever. It is not
Like,
an uncommon tactic for seduction to be a road to assassination.
I mean, you're right.
So I'm well, okay, yeah, I'm keeping a lookout. Are any genitalia poisoned? Are there weapons or is it, you know? And I'm having a good time. I'm leading it, but you know, I'm also like keeping an eye out and kind of being sly. And like as I strip the person in front of me, I'm subtly like also inspecting to make sure there's nothing.
Make sure you do that swipe sniff, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Can we turn the lights back on?
I can see it trying, but it's not working.
I totally did. Did it not?
Nope, it's still pitch black.
Yeah.
I'll try to
So anyway, I am, as we
There we
are
go.
starting to get down
Okay.
and dirty, I am inspecting and looking for.
Make a perception check.
Not in an investigation check, since I'm
Either
like,
one. Either
Okay.
one.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Knives in the lingerie.
Yeah, maybe. boot
Vagina
pockets, those are a
dentata.
thing.
Could be.
Oh, that's a nat fucking 20. I
Oh,
got
shit.
a 34.
Holy shit.
Amazing. You were really thorough.
Has anyone seen that scene
Well, I
from
am
Wicked
literally
City
taking all of her clothes off.
with the chompy chomp? No? Am I the only one here who's seen Wicked City?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Oh man, it's an anime, man. I figured you'd see it. Of course, it was
I
a
don't know how old it
90s.
is.
It was a
Yeah, I was
90s
gonna say.
anime, yeah. There was this girl who was like, she was a demon, and she like seduced this guy, and like the guy was just about to stick it in, and chomp chomp.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah, it just turns into this
Wow.
giant maw with spiked teeth. Ching ching
Oh,
ching.
cool. What the fuck?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
it was-
that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. Maybe she's abyssal. Who knows?
It's the movie Teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
that's what I'm saying. Vagina dentata.
Kaya's like, shit, I rigged all the dice to roll shitty, so I wasn't prepared for anything good.
No, I'm just amused at your luck because absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. She's an average but attractive woman.
You know, that's fair. Myth just has, like, great sex, and he's not worried at all.
I mean, honestly,
That-
on a
like, that's a
natural
win.
20, if nothing happens, that means nothing happened.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I literally cannot be any, like, more confident that I can fuck and... it's
Not
fine.
die.
Yep.
Alright, time to change the music.
I'm just silently cackling over here because you're paranoid she wants to stab you and all she wants to do is fuck.
Sure. Look, man, I've been through some shit.
So Myth has a good time. Arjan,
Let's have a great time.
Myth
think
is
this-
gone.
I think this is the first time in a D&D game that I have fucked somebody.
Yeah.
For once. For once, I'm the one that is off fucking somewhere.
And I'm the bard.
And you're the bard.
How long has it been?
Oh, Myth knows how to make it last. He's been
Okay, so Arjan is actually
Oh my
worried
God.
and is going to go check on him.
Oh no!
He doesn't think that they're
Why?
having sex. Why would he come to that conclusion?
I know, but still.
I'm imagining Arjan's just pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yep.
Myth
Okay.
is what you would call opportunistic. He went for information. He got some fuck instead. That's fine.
Okay. What's Casimir and Barrett doing?
Outside of Kaz has been staring out the window pretty much this whole time, just kind of checking stuff out. Has he noticed anything like weird? Does he recognize the weird plant life in the tunnel?
You might not be able to recognize it at the speed you're going, but you do know it's not uncommon for bioluminescent plants to grow in warmer areas underground. And considering that the train is constantly moving through there,
Yeah.
it keeps the air from settling too much, and it's allowing things to grow.
Gotcha. Okay.
So make a perception check for me.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Barrick can make one too.
Give me a second, I'm opening a brick bag. Won't open.
Man, sex sounds
Okay.
great right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. I got a modified 20.
Okay.
I gotta. Do I add anything?
Was it a
let's
perception
see.
check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
You have
you
a
want.
plus
Perception.
2 per perception, so.
Where?
It should be in the middle of your character sheet towards the bottom. It's an
Yeah,
alphabet.
you would have to scroll this one down, so if you pop
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, the skills are in alphabetical order too, so that'll help.
Oh. So okay, I see. Okay. It's nice that they're in alphabetical order. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
that
it nice
helps.
and easy.
I have a modded 18.
Okay. You guys heard Myth leave with the stewardess? Then it's been a while.
Yeah,
You've
whatever.
seen plants out the window. You've heard Arjan pacing back and forth and huffing because Myth is gone a while.
Sorry, Arjan. I know I said I'd be your first, but I lied.
What?
I know that conversation never happened.
I mean, technically, if that actually still happened, you still could?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Jesus.
Gonna make me choke
Yeah.
around.
Good, cool, that's fine. Somebody else is
God.
choking on something else, so it's fine.
Thanks.
Oh,
I got it. Arjan didn't, but I got it.
I know.
So yeah, after a while, he'll make it pretty damn obvious that he is basically in a worried pace, and will fucking go into the other cart to go look for Mithril.
Okay. They're not in the food car.
I will continue down, and I'm going to look for him.
Okay.
You enter in the kitchen area, and one of the workers will go, "Hey, sorry, sir, you're not allowed to be in here."
Routine inspection. I'm gonna roll a persuasion.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, but I'm
Something
also not-
I wanted to
17.
say though. Something I wanted to say though was that if there was nothing weird going on outside, then Kaz probably would have like gotten up to stretch and then like kind of given a look to Barrick and said, "I'll be right back," and then like walk out to the hallway and then head back to the back car.
Got a 17 on my persuasion check. Or a 14 if you want me to do deception instead.
Barrick thinks now is the time for a drink.
Alas, he has none because the stewardess is away fucking.
But he is
He
free
will
to
go
go to
find
the
the
food
food
car.
cart,
Yeah.
and he
Sorry,
might
not
listen
sorry.
to any conversations there, simply out of passive.
Okay. So Barrick probably hears the workers stop Arjan and Arjan say routine inspection.
He
And
looks with like half of his drink gone. He's just like,
and you'll hear the worker go, no inspections, out.
I take both of my hands on his left side and look at him with this grit in my teeth, use my 17 strength to just push him aside, and I'm going.
Oh my gosh.
Is he going to try to stop me? I will use intimidate if I have to. Or strength, whichever you want me to do.
Use intimidate.
Alright.
And I guess I might as well change this to
I'm
to
gonna
the food
reroll
cart.
that.
Yeah, that's right. You did get inspiration.
I did.
back together.
Okay, that's 20 modded.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. 17 modded.
He just looks baffled that you pushed him out of the way.
And I go.
Sir, you are not allowed back there.
I ignore him, and I'm going. I'm looking for my friend.
Okay.
As a human being that lives in the real world, I feel so terrible.
Sure.
I have
Well,
to-
what is Barrick going to do?
Can I use my size to stealth around to follow because simply curiosity?
Sure.
Okay. I'm very short.
Yeah, Kaz is heading to the back cart.
Okay.
He went the opposite direction of everybody
Opposite
else.
direction.
He's just
Okay,
casually
we'll get to
looking for that.
Casimir here in a couple minutes.
Okay.
So, Sig, could you roll a stealth check for me, please? At the advantage,
Okay.
because now everybody's distracted by Arjan.
That is fair.
You're welcome.
A 9.
Did you roll 2?
Oh, no.
Because you're at the
I don't know.
advantage, which means you roll
I don't know how this
twice,
works.
and you get the highest of the two.
Oh, okay.
So 14
And a
plus
14.
your stealth modifier.
It's a 0.
So 14.
That's
Feel better.
That's enough.
Yeah, because I'm probably giving them disadvantage right now too.
Yep.
So
I waddle
So
after
you're
him.
able to sneak through while the kitchen worker is just absolutely baffled. And Arjan, you go into the next car,
yep.
and there's some unhappy, sleepy grumbling, but for the most part, no one seems to be moving to stop you because either they're sleeping or they're off duty and they just can't be bothered.
Okay, I keep going.
You keep going. You go into the next car. Myth, make a perception check.
Oh, I'm just not even gonna notice that he exists. Yeah, I'll make. Oh, I'm sure it's to probably like initially like something or other, but yeah, I'll go ahead and roll a good perception. I mean, although I might be enthralled in some really good sex right now, anything is possible in the wonderful world of D&D. Perception. That's a nat 20.
You hear
So
the door
that is
open.
a 32.
You are in an alcove between two of these tanks, having a very good time, and the door opens.
Okay. I just, very seductively, I'm just gonna play it off. I'll be like, give me just a second. I'll be right back. And just kind of leave her there, and I'm gonna
Are
kind of
you naked?
I might be, but hold on a second. I haven't actually said I got up to do anything yet. I kind of peek my head to see who it is, and I'm assuming, do I see it's Arjan?
You do see Arjan.
Yeah, I approach him stark naked. I do not
my
care.
God.
And I just be like, I'm just gonna. I don't think I'm so inept that I would
She
not
has
maybe
stolen your
understand.
clothes!
She fucking hears that.
Where is she? I will kill the wench, and he unsheaths his weapon.
Myth is just doing the thing with his arms like, nope, everything's fine, we're all
Is he
good.
really reacting like this?
Everything's fine. We're fine. I'll be back in I don't know how long, but
But
eventually.
you're naked!
Yep, this is on purpose. I did this to myself.
What? But it's...
Yep, that happens. I'll explain.
Isn't it cold in here for you?
It's a bit drafty, but I'm fine.
I
How a lot of activity warms up your body.
I am confused. Are you mind controlled?
No, I am not mind controlled.
I'm gonna
my
make an
God.
insight check.
Please do.
I hope I roll bad. I hope I roll bad. You're under a spell! That's a modern 8.
Well, wouldn't you just believe what I was saying? I don't know.
He's
I don't know how
really
insight works.
dumb.
That's fair. Nope. No spell.
He's gonna start looking around for the other one.
I will explain everything in.
She's going to peek around the tank, and she is also naked, and gives a friendly wave of her fingers.
Oh my god. The dogs start barking.
I point my weapon at her threateningly.
Barrick is standing in the doorway, just
Are
like,
you a she-witch? A succubi?
Oh my god.
Listen, you make the hounds bark.
I don't know if I should do this, but I'm so tempted to do this.
Then do it.
I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness.
Oh shit, I got that one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness on Arjan to try to get him to go the fuck away. So roll a wisdom something.
Yep, I've got it. I'm not good at wisdom.
I'm hoping not. Watch you roll
That would
really
be
good.
a negative 11. That would be a negative 11.
Okay, so Arjan, this crown of jagged thorns appears around his head, and you stop everything you're doing because I am now in control of you.
I sheath my blade.
Yep, you sheath your blade while the target
What is your
turned
will,
this way.
master?
Use this action before you enter his turn. Arjan, I would simply like you to return to the car
Right away.
and wait for my return.
And he does so.
Thank you kindly. And
The spell only lasts for a minute.
it does only last for a minute.
Eric is standing in the doorway.
Everything is fine.
There's a very confused dwarf in the
No,
doorway.
but I mean,
Oh, no,
it's
he's
gonna
not
be a minute
confused.
before it weighs off, so he's gonna make his way back, and he's gonna have this crowd over his head, this floating crowd, and probably in a fugue state.
Okay.
Yep. So that happens, and I go back to what I was doing.
Okay. Barrick, you see Arjan just walk past you, and Myth is there naked and goes back to the naked ladies, and then you have naked fun times.
Do I notice the dwarf? I got a nat 20 on my perception, and
You
with
notice the
stealth roll,
dwarf.
I kind of eye him a little bit. I give him
Barrick's
a wink.
only response is to cup his hands like a false megaphone and said, "Don't drop your balls," and then he leaves.
Myth shrugs and goes back to the stewardess, and they have a laugh about the whole thing, and they get back to it.
Look,
Oh my
Barrick
God.
is like 120 to 130. He knows what sex is.
Yep.
So, a minute goes by, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
how far does he get in 1 minute?
Oh my god.
Does he get back to his seat?
I'll say you get back to the food car.
So,
So you're out of the kitchen, you're in the food car, and the spell wears off.
so the crown just like crumbles, and he like mind control, shit, and he's going to charge back.
Oh my god!
Barrick will like tug your he'll like grab your arm or something. or
He'll
something,
spin
and he's just
around
like,
and
let
place his sword to his neck.
Please
Oh
let
my
Barrick
God.
give the sex talk to Arshawn.
Oh,
Yes.
it's you.
He's not even really phased. He's like, it's uncomfortable. Why don't you leave the kids to
Be-
do what they're doing?
My friend
as I
is
don't
mind
like
controlled by a succubi,
Not mind control, thank you.
and I have lost my accent for some reason. Something has happened. This train is cursed.
Look, calm down for 2 seconds. I'm giving you 2 seconds. Okay, 1.
He takes a
Two.
deep breath.
Okay. Right. So, he's a young lad, and I don't like that young lad, but he's a young lad, and sometimes
Duh.
young lads, well, they think with their penis. And
But there
And
is
he
no
was
brain
thinking-
in the penis.
yes, that's the point.
That's what the balls are.
P is stored in the ball.
But he's thinking with his dick. Okay?
I do not understand.
You don't have to understand. He's just thinking with his dick.
Is that the effect of the mind control spell?
It is not mind control. Sometimes his dick just wants to do whatever it wants to do.
Can you do me a favor and just make a persuasion check?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Because I gotta know how he reacts to this.
Hold on. Okay. Let me.
I believe in you.
I don't. He curses me whenever I have to roll something.
Use your inspiration.
I just want to have sex for once.
Use your inspiration.
Okay.
Reroll it.
Okay.
Oh my god. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
reroll it.
What are we with all these
Reroll-
natural ones?
I know.
Oh man. That would be a modded 12.
Modded 12.
Yeah. Well,
So you're
actually,
saying
I have
he
negative.
is safe?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
He's not performing something very safe because he
is-
doesn't have protection, but
He is
you know,
fornicating.
Maybe.
yes.
Sorry, Mithril! Enjoy your sexy time! And he'll go
That's
back to
fine. He
his
doesn't
seat.
care.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And Barrick will go back to his seat now and just go back to drinking.
Okay. Holy fuck.
I think Arjan will also have a drink. And he'll follow Barrick back and share his liquor with him.
God.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Good.
My notes will just be Arjan gets the talk.
Like, he knows what sex is, it just didn't click.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but now he's confused. He's like, what do you mean thinking with your penis? There is no, like, you keep telling me there's a brain there, but there's not, and I know there's not.
No, Arjan said, but there's not a brain down there, and Barrick was just like, yes, there isn't, but that doesn't stop him.
Well, that's fair, yeah.
His dick wants to do whatever his dick wants to do.
Sometimes dicks want to do that.
That's true.
Okay. Casimir.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get to witness any of this because he's
No, you
left.
didn't. No, you didn't. So you walk down through the end of the car
Yep.
into another car pretty much identical to it.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just, he's got his hood up. Mask on. Is it dark inside of the cars, or are there, like, lights in here?
There's lights in there.
Okay.
They seem to try to keep it on a fairly predictable schedule to kind of mimic the day-night cycle. So at night they'll dim, so people can still see if they're walking through and not like bump into anything. But during the day it's bright but not overwhelmingly so.
Okay. But yeah, so Kaz is just going to just casually go through all of the cars, just glancing around, pretty much trying to just see if there's anything weird going on. And he'll just keep heading back until there's an end.
Okay. I don't know why it elongated so much, but apparently you can't say balls.
That was balls.
No.
Why is it so long?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wait, isn't that what you said?
Yeah, I said don't drop your balls, and it turned into that.
Oh, if you
Your
specify
balls.
that, yeah, if you specify somebody owning the balls, it is not okay.
Okay.
What? Wow. Okay. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
But what if you're talking about like an actual masquerade ball? I like your balls.
Well, I've got big balls. She's got big
no.
balls.
Holy
Got the
fuck.
biggest balls of them all.
So
I think that's AC/DC.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Go.
you go through 3 cars that are pretty much exactly the same. Your
Okay.
car and then 2 more after that. After that, there's another car that there's crates, there's totes, it's storage. It's cargo being transported from point A to point B. There's another car, it's storage. It's crates being transported from point A to point B.
Are they being
Tanks of
guarded?
alcohol. No.
Wow. That's kind of surprising.
Most of it's supplies like food
Okay.
and fabric, and you get the feeling that it's not really like expensive supplies.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's just whatever gets shipped into Neft. And there are some sections that smell suspiciously like fish.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just because he's bored, he'll just kind of like find some things that he might. Is there anything that looks suspicious or might look like it could be out of place or too well hidden or disguised, etc.
Well, make an investigation check.
Oh boy.
This is entirely not how I planned for this game to go, so I appreciate that.
I got a 14.
Look, man, you were the one that was pushing this stewardess on me. I don't know what you're doing.
I wasn't pushing anything. She was flirting with you after you spent a week in a helltown that hated your guts.
Yeah, why would she do that?
Didn't know you.
Oh yeah, that's maybe she's for more sane.
So you don't find anything that looks out of place. You get the idea that most of the cars are loaded up before the train even gets in the town. perishable
boring.
stuff is loaded up shortly before the train is set to pull in. Because it does work like clockwork, like they have said, it's easy for them to predict when they need to have everything ready to go. There are there are several crates that look and smell like they contain foodstuffs, like beef, pork, and there's a general chill in the air in this area because they are keeping it cooled.
Gotcha.
But other than that, nothing looks out of place, and it's
Man.
pretty boring on the
It's
train,
boring.
to be honest.
Wow.
That's probably why the tickets are cheap, despite
yeah.
containing meals.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, especially if it's like all unguarded.
There's nothing to
because
do
it's
but
like,
have
Yeah.
Why
fun.
would you? Yeah, like if you're getting
Like,
fed, you're not
there's
gonna
nothing
steal
to-
the food.
There's
Right.
nothing to do except have sex with the fucking staff.
Why do I feel like
Sure,
this
why
whole
not?
game has been a red herring?
Oh my
Probably.
god. It's so funny.
What's it
Okay, so he'll
distracting
just
us from?
he'll keep going until there's an end. Is there like a door to the very back to technically like be outside?
There is, and you can see the darkness of the tunnel vanishing behind you.
Oh, nice. That's kind of comforting. Especially if having to be awake during the day always.
Right.
But-
But-
Okay. Yeah, he'll just hang out there for a little while
Okay.
and then head back. There weren't any like weird people.
No,
Nobody he might recognize.
just some other people in the town that were also waiting for the train.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
Cool. That's at least comforting.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he'll probably hang back in the back for like 10 minutes max and then head back.
Okay. You eventually get back up front. Arjan and Barrick are sharing alcohol. Miss still isn't there.
That's fine.
And that's fine.
Kaz just walks in and then notices that Arjan's in his spot. He's like,
Myth is having sex. Hands you a
Ah.
drink.
Are we celebrating? He
Um,
looks very confused as he takes the drink.
and just shrugs.
Oh, okay.
It's just a fact.
I thought she was succubus.
Oh. I
I
mean,
thought she was succubus.
I think they're just two people looking for a good time.
In
And
my
so-
story, I am writing her as succubus.
that's a good idea.
I saved his life.
He's doing this because he's so hurt that I would mind control him to go.
Derek is just like, he's just like giggling.
When I am famous writer, only you will know truth.
I'll make sure to keep the secret. That
Ah.
makes a better story anyway.
Danke.
He'll raise his glass and then drink and then like curl back up in the corner right here.
Probably not.
Put his hood down.
Eventually, after they finish drinking, unless there's anything else you guys want to say, he's gonna get back to his seat and eventually take a nap.
Nope. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
He was suspicious, and now he is no longer suspicious.
Take it out in your writing.
Yep.
Coping mechanism.
Yep.
Okay.
What a game.
Man.
I don't even care there hasn't been combat yet.
I mean,
This is so
there
funny.
was like sort of combat. You pushed a guy, I mind controlled you. Like
I'd call that more conflict, not combat.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
No, we didn't roll for initiative.
So, Miss, when everything's said and done, and you're both very pleased with yourselves and each other, she, as she's getting dressed, she gives you a wink and passes you a small silver coin. It's not money. It
Yeah, I was
has
about to say. I was like,
You should just pay you for a good time.
no,
Are you
No,
a
no, no, it-
whore?
no. It's
yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, it looks like a token that has the sigil of Orthane on it, and on the other side it has the symbol of the that's usually used to reference the train on maps.
Okay.
If you ever need anything that might not be on the menu, and she points to that.
Thanks. I'll make sure to keep it on me. But just to check, are you on the menu?
Oh.
She gives him away the pen.
All right. He'll look happy. He'll flip the coin, and kind of do that show-offy thing where he flips the coin, like catches it, and then just kind of walks off.
Naked.
And as he's walking, he'll kind of look
Naked.
back and no, he has his clothes on. He'll say like, you know, if you ever want another good time, just let me know.
She's gonna blow him a kiss and then go to the staff car and take a nap. Her shift was up like 3 hours ago. So Myth eventually comes back to his seat.
Why did you not just say that you were having sex?
You know, I was like in the middle of it. I was trying to be a little tactful.
Tactful? You are having sex. All you would have had to say is, Arjan, I am having sex. Oh, I am sorry, Mithril. I will go away. I thought you were being mind controlled by some succubus. But that
I
is the
know,
way I
it's-
am writing in my story. You better not tell anyone otherwise.
You know what? I will let you have this one, Arjan.
I will fight you for it if I have to.
I'm sorry I wasn't a little more straightforward. I'll remember that for the future and try to be.
Raises his flask and flicks it over to him.
Takes a sip. You know, I was surprised that spell only lasts for a minute. I was half expecting you to come bursting your way back through the door again.
Yes, the dwarf. I don't believe I caught his name, but the one that has been giving you the shifty eyes. He convinced me that well.
Man, that was a noise.
Yeah. Myth looks pretty surprised because, you know, obviously saw the dwarf and the dwarf saw him just stark naked.
Don't drop your balls.
I will be honest with you. If you have not guessed yet, my mind I don't really think about the sex very often.
you know, I kind of was catching on to it a little bit. I was just having some fun with it, though.
It's just like it doesn't occur to me. You know, it is.
Yeah, no.
If you
that's-
are not having baby, why do you need to have it? I don't know.
I mean, I feel like that's a fair train of thought. I don't see anything wrong with that. But, you know, because I'll try to be a little more straightforward with you I'm gonna go have some sex.
The hell, Dragonborn don't even have to have sex, technically. We could just, spurt on the egg and everything's fertilized.
Man!
That
I'm learning
sounds
so much.
so romantic. Myth actually says that.
I mean, we can have sex, and there are a lot of us that do, but it is not necessary.
Huh. Well, after that conversation sort of fizzles, Myth will make his way sort of over here, and he'll knock on the wall, and kind of clear his throat a little bit, and just say, "Excuse me, would you mind if I just popped in and just said a quick thanks?"
Casimir will get up and open the. He'll just like very peek through the curtain.
Very peak.
Yeah, he'll just
Very
peek, very peek,
Such wow.
very subtly peek.
Casimir is the doorman. The dwarf.
Yeah, I know. Kaz just became the fucking doorman.
Tuxedo Mask, save me!
Oh my gosh.
Look, I watched that anime as a child.
Oh my god. Oh, we didn't give you a good time. Why do you need to thank us?
Well, if you'd like to give me a good time, I wouldn't be against it, but I am here to thank the good sword dwarf for thwarting my friend's attempt from killing the succubus that I was with.
Ah, I understand. And he'll open the curtain.
And Myth will just kind of peek his head through a little bit and look at good Sir Dwarf. And he will say, "Thank you very much, kind sir. I had a pretty good feeling that if after the spell faded, I would probably have to deal with my rampant friend again. So I appreciate your assistance and understanding."
Don't drop your balls.
He just very, very respectfully just kind of like says, "Fair enough," kind of tips his head as if you would like tip a hat to somebody, and then like leaves.
Just the whole time, Casimir was giving like both of them a very smug look. Like, this is just, what the fuck did I miss?
Yep.
Barrick just baps him. Like, no. No.
Close the curtain. Go back into his little corner.
Okay.
Munching on cheese.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, there's a different, there's a steward that's going up and down and checking to see if people need anything. They make sure you have lunch. They make sure you have dinner. Anything you need. But
Not sex.
not sex. If you do, we're just gonna fade to black then.
Yeah, if there's no sex, I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, aside from just like normal dinner stuff and eating and whatever, and hanging out, I don't think there's anything specific.
Okay.
Well, what the fuck is this coin? What is this coin that I have, and what does she mean if you want anything that's not on the menu?
I think she meant like drugs.
I feel like it's like a reputation thing. Like if you need to get somewhere that maybe normal people wouldn't have access to,
That's a good point.
maybe it's like you flash it and they go, "Oh, you're with them."
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm asking the DM, like, would I recognize this coin or sort of understand what she was getting at?
You might have to ask her next time you see her if you get. But it's pretty much if you need anything that otherwise might not be included in the price of your ticket.
Okay, so basically, it's pretty like I do get the idea that it's pretty secluded to the train and the train ride.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone have anything they want to do?
Nope. Kaz feels safer now that he doesn't feel like he's being followed, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Just hang around.
I would say Arjan doesn't feel suspicious anymore. Obviously, they were just groggy on their shifts. There's really nothing going on in this train.
Hopefully.
I'm still like aware, but I mean, I've really tried to push any angles I could, and I haven't really come up on anything. So I'm just sort of waiting to see what happens at this point.
Barrick would do more listening around like staff members, so closer to like the staff cart in the food area, just to like see if there's any interesting conversations going on that might make him anxiety.
Just make
Or
him
be aware of like
anxiety.
other passengers
Just
too.
solid anxiety.
Yeah. It might as well just be a state of being at this point.
So, Bert, you don't overhear anything interesting. People are discussing what they want to do when they get to Orsane, discussing their trips to Neft, discussing how absolutely boring the train ride is.
Does he notice anyone out of the like? I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Would he notice anyone like in a sense of familiar, like uniform, if there is anyone, or like things that he's encountered before that would have made him again?
No. And that is probably very comforting to him in a way.
Yes. Yes, it is.
As is the way that the light seems to glow just a little bit brighter and warmer when anxiety starts to spike.
Okay. Well, after he's done doing his little snooping, drinking, listening, kind of whatever snooping would be for a dwarf who sits down in a bar and drinks. He's more aware than most people would notice.
Yeah.
He will go
But
take a nap.
It's a boring train ride full of boring people.
That is fair.
Except for that one stewardess.
Yeah. Except for that one lady. Okay. Yeah, he'll probably go take a rest then.
Okay. You guys are served dinner. You serve drinks. Everything's be going very nicely. You're relaxed after a long day of the yes, eating funnel cake, maybe sharing it with your new friends.
Mostly
Friend.
Casimir.
Yep, mostly Casimir.
He has been the faithful doorman.
Yep.
So, eventually it gets to the point where it's night, the lights are dimmed, you can see the flashes from the bioluminescent lights outside. It's all very relaxing, and you all just start to drift off to sleep.
Can I actually try to stay up and just see if I notice anything weird happen at night?
Sure.
Maybe the idea that I kind of stay up now, but then probably sleep most, if not all, of kind of the next day.
Right.
Basically, mechanically speaking, you would suffer a point of exhaustion, but then as soon as you went to bed and had a full long rest, it would get rid of that level of exhaustion.
Yep, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So, perception check from Myth.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. That is a 19.
Nice.
Okay.
19.
How late are you staying up? Are you just pretty much staying up until morning breakfast?
Yeah, like, well, yeah, I would stay up like the whole night, kind of trying to keep an eye out and
Okay.
seeing if anything weird is happening. And kind of like Zook said, like, I would stay up, get a point of exhaustion mechanically, but then I'm planning to sleep like the whole next day,
Right.
depending. But yeah, probably.
Well, Arjan's sleeping. You can hear Barrick snoring. Casmir's sleeping, I think.
Who wrote boob on my
Uh,
calculator?
Yeah. What?
I think that was 7.
Yeah, probably.
What? Why would I do it? I have boobs on mine too.
Yeah,
like-
so I had boob on mine and I got rid of it, so I put it on yours because I assumed it was you that did it.
I'm the only one who doesn't have it. But this
I
is
tried to
fine.
put it on yours, but it didn't work. I can't type on your calculator for some reason.
Ha
Really?
ha! I am safe.
Oh, now I
Are
can.
you? I can type on it.
I couldn't before. It wasn't like showing up for me, but now it is after everybody else started interacting with it.
Nice.
Okay, Smith stays up all night. I hear
All night.
people snoring. I hear other things. Anything interesting happen?
Well, you get up and you walk around a little bit just to keep yourself awake. If you're out in the main hallway and you look up because there is a clock above the doors so passengers know what time it is. It's 3:15 and you haven't stopped yet.
Okay, something's fucking up because they
And then
said
you
that
hear-
we were.
Specifically said
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
And then you hear a tapping sound. Like little
Okay, I guess
needles.
I'll wait.
Did you want me to pause this?
Yeah, maybe. Can we take like a 10? Or a 5? A 5?
Hurry up.
Okay, I'll take a 5. We'll be right back.
Alright, so tapping.
Yep.
What the
I need more tension music. Tension.
There is one called anxiety.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is very tense.
Yes.
Shut up. I don't know where things are, Dave.
All right. Do you want like the tension ones? It's alphabetical in accordance to mood.
Oh.
So tension. Yeah.
Okay, I have to turn this music actually because it actually gives me anxiety.
Sorry.
Well, it
That's
does its
okay, I
job.
can mute it.
That's the point.
I know, but I suffer from
That's
anxiety
okay,
issues.
I
No,
understand.
no, I
Rather
totally agree. Like, I understand.
I would not like
That's
to have
fine.
a panic attack.
Please don't. I don't want you to have one.
I don't want to either.
Okay, so I start hearing something like needles dropping.
Like needles tapping against wood and metal. And as you look through the dim light, there's a figure down here and they open the door.
Oh,
And then
what?
step aside.
Oh.
And you hear the needle-like sound gets louder and louder. And a glow is coming from the other car. And is that actually you tapping?
Yes.
And it becomes a little clearer in a sense. It's a scuttling. And you start to see these creatures wreathed in this blue and greenish ethereal fire. They look like small spiders with the body made out of a skull. And I'm going to post a scribble I did of them right there. And you see dozens of these things
Oh, fuck.
start crawling into the car.
Hold
What
that
the
way.
fuck?
Screen for people to see.
Oh,
sure don't like that.
fucking boy. Nope.
Oh boy.
That's a really cool drawing, though.
Oh, thank you.
Great visual.
And you see them, they start to crawl into the passenger cars.
Was the person I saw here, were they humanoid?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness on them.
Can you see them?
Out
Oh,
of
I guess-
sight, yeah.
Yes, they did move, and I didn't do it before that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you didn't really have a reason
whoa.
to do it beforehand, before you saw the
Yeah,
thingies.
Yep.
Nope, yep, no, that's fair. Maybe I'll just do
And-
that when I can see them. If they're even there.
And there's just a swarm of them heading for you. And that's where we're going to leave it off.
Oh
Okay.
shit, and you've got an exhaustion level!
Yep.
Well, yeah. But I don't know if we would have seen them if I didn't stay up.
I mean, that's true. That's fair. Cool.
Oh, which
Yeah.
I should add to my active conditions, 1 point of exhaustion.
Yep.
Which I
Luckily,
did
that
do.
shouldn't affect your combat abilities too terribly much, but
I heard.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully not.
I'm gonna change
And
the
I still,
music.
I am down
Okay.
a second level a slot because I used it on Zook.
yep, yes you did.
Yep. That's okay.
That's
Roleplay.
fine. That's fine.
Cool.
It was worth it.
All right. You want to do the outro?
Do I have an outro?
Do you?
I don't know.
If not, I can take it over.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. That's where the DM has decided to end it on a cliffhanger. As we said at the beginning, we will not be meeting next week due to vacation times, and we're taking a break from Relics of Ochrid as well until next month. So join us in 2 weeks on Thursday for a continuation of the tunnels below, and I know I'm looking forward to it. I'm loving this. So thank you guys so much for joining, and until next time, toodaloo.
Bye.
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 Oh,